could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm so glad you stopped by for part 1 of my spring clean and decorate. Today I'm going to tackle the front half of our house, which is the entryway, the living room, the guest bathroom, and the hallway. We're going to start with the entryway and then we'll move into the other areas. We actually live in a neighborhood with pretty much all new construction, so our house tends to stay really dusty. And this house is pretty new, so we're still trying to get rid of all of the dust from the building process. But this front entryway gets more dusty every time we open the door. So that is why you'll see me taking my Swiffer to the walls, the doors, the baseboards over here. And I also can't stand to have cobwebs hanging around, so I'm just going to make sure all of the ceiling corners are dusted out. Spring cleaning always puts me in the best headspace. I always love getting everything ready for warmer weather. And as I told y'all in my last video, we actually just adopted a sweet little pup named Opie. And now that we have him, this front entryway stays a little bit more cluttered than it usually does. My husband thinks it's funny to hang all of his little tiny pup clothes on these hooks right here, and I thought it was cute too, but I decided to go to TJ Maxx and purchase a couple baskets to put underneath this bench so that we would have more storage for the dog and also for our shoes. And I also picked up a few other things to freshen up our home for spring, but I'll show those a little bit later on in this video. I am going to be doing a part 2 spring clean next week, and then in early March we'll be decorating for Easter. But right now I'm just getting our home super clean, fresh, and clutter free.
There's no going back to your old life. Living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights.
I picked up these faux pink tulips from the Target dollar spot for $1, and I'm just going to put them up here next to this welcome sign to kind of brighten up this space a little bit. But I'm so excited to announce that today's video is in collaboration with Katie from Katie Sarah here on YouTube. She's also going to be doing lots of spring cleaning in her home today, so if y'all haven't checked her out yet and you need more spring cleaning motivation, head on over to her channel and show her some love. Let her know that I sent you. She has a gorgeous home and some of the best cleaning motivation on YouTube. I also love following her on Instagram. She shares lots of her day-to-day life, and she's just a lot of fun. So make sure to go give her a follow there too, and I'll have all of her links in my description box below.
There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights.
These are the baskets that I picked up from TJ Maxx. I believe they were like $14-15 bucks each, and they have that really pretty little detail on the top. It looks like a little bit of white threading or something. And I bought one basket to put our shoes in, and then the other one to put all of our dog's accessories in. He has way too many accessories, but I'm going to put his leash in here and the waist bags and all of his little outfits. And I feel like this area just got so much more organized because of those. I actually had somebody in my last video tell me that I needed some baskets for this area, and I actually thought that too before they even ever said that, but I didn't want to make it too cluttered over here, but I feel like it does look really nice with those baskets. And now I'm just going to take this Arm & Hammer carpet deodorizer and vacuum up these carpets. Our dog is actually potty trained. We got really lucky, so we don't have to worry about that. But when he gets out of the bathtub, he runs all over the house and he rolls his little body all over all of the rugs in the house. So I'm just going to go through with this deodorizer and just make sure everything smells really fresh.
You know that I can't seem to focus when you're getting close to me. We're like a broken record spinning round and round all year. I know that I can't do more. I know that you feel the same.
And I couldn't spring clean without grabbing my Lysol wipes and wiping down all of our light switches and doorknobs and all of the areas that we touch really often, especially with everything going on in the world right now. We just wanted to make sure everything was good and disinfected. just going to roll this rug up and take my Dyson and vacuum this area down really well. You can't really tell, but it has lots of just dirt and crumbs from the dog and just from walking in the front door here. So we're going to take care of that. I actually need to get a little sticky mat to go underneath my rug so that it stays in place, and I keep forgetting to grab that, so I'm going to make a note of that right now. But after we get this all vacuumed up, I'm just going to go in with some lemon pine sol and my O-Cedar spin mop and get these floors all cleaned up.
You know that I can do more, just wanna care for you, babe. Why we keep on playing all of these games? I don't wanna go, cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy.
Okay, I know sometimes it's hard to make a judgment based on a camera angle, but let me know down in the comments below if y'all think I need something on that wall by that light switch. I feel like there's a big chunk of wall there with nothing, and I thought maybe putting a little circle mirror above that light switch so we can check ourselves as we're going out the door might be good, but then at the same time I don't want it to be too cluttered or tacky right next to the front door. So let me know what y'all think down below. I really do need some ideas.
You know that I will miss you if you leave, cause I love you for the rest of my life, babe. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy, maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you.
This is the other awkward area over here that I really want to try to fill. Right now I have a blanket basket sitting there, which looks fine, but I think what I'm going to do is get a big floor lamp to put there to kind of break up the baskets, because we have a lot of baskets going on right there. But what I did for this is I just took all of the blankets out of our basket and I threw them in the washing machine to get them all cleaned up. And then these two blankets had just been washed, so I'm going to put those back in and just spritz them down with some lemon and mint fabric spray, and then we'll move on.
Underneath this red heat, we could really meet.
We decorated for Valentine's Day a few weeks back, but I found a beautiful faux flower arrangement at TJ Maxx that I really want to use right now. So I want to display that on our coffee table. It looks really clean and sleek. And so I am going to go ahead and take down all of our Valentine's Day decor that was here and put it somewhere else in the house until it's time to take all of that down next week. And I also needed to dust this ceiling fan. I haven't done that this entire time we've lived here, and it was starting to build up. And I do need to invest in one of those rods to reach up here, but for now I'm just using a microfiber cloth and some pledge.
So hard, we don't need to act strong. It's been too long. Love is lovely when it starts. Come with us.
For this rug in the living room, I'm going to take that same carpet deodorizer and just sprinkle a little bit all over this carpet. And then I'm going to vacuum several times. I'm going to vacuum it up once, and then I'm going to vacuum it up a second time. And then at the very end, when we get the whole living room cleaned up, we'll go back in and do it one more time just to make sure it's good and vacuumed up. But this really does a great job at freshening up your carpet.
It can be rough and quite fearsome, but to win big you gotta risk some. And I'm not like the other ones, no. Oh, we don't need to work so hard. We don't need to act strong. It's been
I also just wanted to take our pillows and vacuum them down really well. Pillows can actually become full of dust mites and all kinds of other stuff if you don't take care of this. And I know a lot of people love to buy pillow covers and just use the same pillow, and that way you can change out your pillows every year or every 6 months. But I've never done that. I've always just bought the decorative pillows that I like at either Home Goods or at home, and I've never worried about that. So I try to keep up with them the best I can with this vacuum, and then whenever they just get really dingy, I throw them away. Maybe eventually I'll switch over to using pillow covers, but I feel like it's just so fun to go in at home and Home Goods and just stare at their pillows for 30 minutes and choose the ones that you want. But that's how we're going to take care of this today. We're just going to take my Dyson and vacuum them down really well, fluff them up, and then we're going to go ahead and vacuum down this couch.
we don't need to act strong. It's been too long. Yes, love is lovely when it starts. Come with an open.
In one of my last videos, I think it was either 2 videos ago or maybe 3, we took all of these couch covers off and washed them, and they smell so good now, so we didn't need to do that today, but I did just take my Dyson and vacuum everything down really well. This doesn't ever get terrible because it's just Will and I living here, and luckily our pup doesn't even shed, so we don't have too much dog hair or anything like that, but it does get some crumbs in there every now and then, so I just wanted to take care of that. There was a ponytail holder down in there, we took care of that, and then just put all of this back together, and then we're gonna go move on to the TV stand. I needed to Windex down our TV and just clean the TV stand really well. These glass windows get really smeary, and the last time I cleaned them, I guess I didn't wipe them off well enough, and they were super smeary. So I'm gonna take my Windex or my spray way today and a microfiber cloth, and I'm gonna wipe them down, and then I'm gonna do a dry wipe when it's all done to make sure there's no smears.
We run away, so let us up when we're low.
I ordered some baskets the other day to go inside of this TV stand. I'm going to use one for all of our cords and remotes, and I'm going to use one for our DVDs, and then just some other things that are miscellaneous items that needed to be stored in here. So hopefully that will look nice through the glass. I couldn't decide what I wanted in here since you can see it from our living room, but I decided finally I'll just do some baskets because why not? I do tons of baskets all over my house, and I just think that they look nice and they keep things really organized.
Even if I lose my ground, I won't let it hold me down.
Let me know down in the comments below if y'all have any fun plans for spring as far as your home goes. Will and I are so excited because we're going to finally get a fence. We've been waiting on some drainage issues. They had to get fixed out in the yard. They had to dig a big hole. But now that that's all done, we're going to get our fence put up, and our pup is going to be so happy. And we also want to get a garden going in our backyard and maybe do a few other little things in our backyard. I would like to get some outdoor seating and maybe some string lights with a fire pit. And I'm just so excited for the warmer months ahead. But let me know down below what y'all have planned for your homes. I always love to hear that. I've had a lot of people recently ask me where I found this TV stand, and we actually found it in store at FFO, and I have not been able to find it online, but you could check again now. I haven't checked fairly recently, so you could check that, but I did find it in store, and I don't know if I want to keep this here. I've been trying to convince my husband that we need some sort of an electric fireplace in here and build a mantle around it or something, so I don't know how long this will stay in this spot, but I do love this piece of furniture. It's really, really hardy and pretty.
So what we say to memories. Hey.
If you haven't looked at the back of your TV in a while, drop everything and go look right now. This area of our home collects the most dust ever. It's ridiculous the amount of dust that accumulates on here. And today I just took my Swiffer to it because I did go in there not too long ago and wipe it down really well because it had gotten so bad. But today I went in with my Swiffer, and as long as I keep up with it like this, I think we'll be fine. But that's kind of an area that's out of sight, out of mind, and I always forget about it. But definitely go look. It's disgusting. Whenever I think of spring cleaning, I immediately think of windows. I like to see clear windows and dusted blinds and all of that jazz. So today we're going to go ahead and dust these blinds and dust the window seal. And then in a later video, we'll wash the windows on the outside and the inside, and we'll open up the windows and vacuum out that seal at the bottom. And now we're just going to move these couches out of the way and vacuum right here. I do want to get some curtains over here in this area, and it's kind of funny. Me and my sister were talking about this the other day because she has some windows like this in her living room too, where there's 3 in a row, and we don't know whether to do just 2 curtains on either side or a curtain in the middle. It's just kind of an awkward layout, but I think what I'm going to do is just do regular curtains, 2 or 1 on each side, and the rod at the top, and there will be an exposed rod, but I'm going to try to find like a statement rod that looks really nice, either a wood or a white. So So if you have any other ideas for that, let me know down below. Another thing I've been thinking about is getting some lighter throw pillows for these couches. Whenever I first purchased these couches, I was confused by the color and I did not know what color pillows to put with them because it's a light gray and I felt like cream kind of made the gray look a little bit dingy and dirty. But now that we've got charcoal and creams and woods and grays all put together, I feel like it's a lot more cohesive. But I am going to try to get some more cream pillows in here to brighten up the space for spring. This is the arrangement I was telling y'all about. I found it at TJ Maxx, and I think it might be hydrangeas or something, but I think it's beautiful. It's so pretty for a fake plant. And then I also picked up this candle, and it's bergamot and patchouli. It smells so good, just like spring, and this area just feels so good to have clean again. There's no pops of red. It's just a really neutral and calm space.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we...
And I can't ever leave an area without vacuuming it and fluffing the carpet before I go, but also I just wanted to make sure all of that powder was good and out of the carpet and just left it smelling fresh.
Life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for.
Now that the entryway floors have dried, I'm just going to put this little rug back, and in order to get the ends to settle down a little bit, I'm just going to vacuum it out, and then we're going to mop up the living room, and then we're going to head into the bathroom.
Looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for.
Now that the living room and the entryway are all fresh and clean, we're headed to the guest bathroom now to tackle this area. And this bathroom has quickly become my dog's bathroom. He bathes in here and he also stays in here sometimes when we're leaving the house for a short period of time. And so it's kind of gotten grubby. So we're gonna just take my Clorox spray and spray down these countertops, disinfect them. I always love scrubbing down a bathroom countertop. There's something so satisfying about it. Get it all bubbled up and wiped down. We're also gonna wipe down the front of these cabinets. We're gonna clean the toilet, the tub, the whole 9 yards. After I wiped down the countertop, I just wanted to go ahead and wipe down everything that sits on top, including the soap, and then we're going to light this candle. By the way, I found this candle at Altered State, and it's called Sanctuary. It smells so good. I actually got one for my mother-in-law, and my husband knew how much I liked it, so he went and got this one for me, and I think it's beautiful, and it smells so good. And also, we burn this candle all the time, and it's lasted me so long.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
To wipe down the front of these cabinets, I'm just going to take my Basil Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray and a microfiber cloth and just get them all wiped down really well. I always love to wipe down that side of the cabinet that faces the toilet with the toilet paper hanging on it, because I feel like that gets really gross and grubby and we kind of forget about it because it's hidden, but it feels really good to get it all cleaned up.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy.
To clean my toilet, I always love to use my Clorox wand because it already has the little scrubby pad on there. But here lately, I've loved squirting some of this Clorox gel into the toilet first because I find that it suds up a lot better. And then I also just go in with some Clorox wipes and wipe down the outside of my toilet.
We go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
Another week, another day, another hour since you went away, and so cliche you didn't say goodbye. I've been waiting for so long, still debating what went wrong. All by myself, you pulled away, you couldn't say what we were struggling with. It's one of us, it's obvious, but who's to really blame? There's an aching in my heart, all the questions that I've got are keeping me up at night. Ooh. With all these things I'm going through.
Alright, as far as this tub goes, I just wanted to spray it all down really well with some Tilex and let it sit for a minute, and then go in with my extended scrub pad and just wipe it down really well. We have been bathing the dog in here, and I just wanted to make sure it was really well cleaned out. I also like to use this tub to fill up my mop bucket and scrub out my trash cans, so it gets used for a little bit of everything, and none of it is very clean, so I just wanted to make sure it was good and disinfected. We're going to get in here and just clean it down really well today.
And so it seems I never dreamed that I would figure out that there are things that kind of bring you to a screeching stop. There's no way to save your heart, you just gotta play your part, and it will turn out all right. All these things I'm going through, I still wish the best for you. You
There's nothing worse than cleaning out your whole tub and then having watermarks everywhere. So I always like to go in with a dry cloth and wipe everything down and just make sure it's really streak free and shiny. So that's what we're doing now, and here in just a second we're going to move on to these floors.
I will find all the things I'm looking for. With all these things I'm going through, I still wish the best for you. You're not the only one to love. There's plenty more under the sun. You'll find the one you need.
This is only the beginning of my spring cleaning and decorating. Next week's video is jam-packed with tons of motivation and fresh spring ideas for your home, so don't forget to stop back by then. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and got lots of motivation to go and tackle your to-do list. Don't forget to go check out Katie's channel. Y'all will absolutely love her, but I will see y'all in next Wednesday's video. Bye!